Dukes of Weebdom. Episode 138. Welcome in. How it do you do?
Bad.
Bad?
No Don for weeks.
Weeks? I did notice there wasn't one this week. What happened?
I don't know. I guess he's just on break.
Oh. Is there any announcement? Did you see anything?
No.
Because now that you said that, I was like, oh yeah, it's been
You got like 1
weeks.
picture a week ago.
I'm going to Google it right now. We must have answers.
Might see if there's a countdown. I think there was. I think it said 5 days.
Let's see. Dan is currently on a 1-month break starting from March 30th and is scheduled to return in the next chapter on May 5th. The series has taken a hiatus following the events of chapter 231. So it's been a whole ass month because
Don drought.
today is the 29th of April. And they're saying the last chapter was on March 30th. So it's been more than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Big sad.
I didn't realize that. Carter Botch has been fire.
It has.
We'll get to that, though. So what's new in the hood?
Nothing.
That's
so
a
you're
lie.
like, there it is a lie?
Yeah, with the new game.
Oh, Vampire Crawlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good.
You've been enjoying it?
Yeah.
Which one's that? That's the card game
card
of
game
Vampire Survivors.
Yes. It's not quite Sway the Spire 2, but it's really good.
Is it similar in the sense that you use cards to do turn-based combat?
Yes. And you crawl through dungeons.
Interesting.
And it's less than $10, I'm pretty sure, right now.
Glory.
Yeah.
I got buried yesterday. Absolutely buried. So, what was the other one? Before I make a complete fool of myself, let me think here. Let me get my ducks in a row. So anyway, all right. I know the two main ones. I was talking to our mutual friend, and he reminded me that Diablo came out yesterday, the Lord of Hatred expansion. I was like, oh, nice. Final Fantasy 14 patch came out yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Something else. There's another game that came out yesterday. Or around. Oh, fuck. It was right there. It's something. It's a vampire game. Dawnwalkers or something like that. I've been keeping my eye on it for a little while, and it looks really. I wouldn't say really good. It's like it's like a good AA game.
Nice.
And I'll probably play it. I mean, with Diablo, because I downloaded it. And I'll probably finish whatever I do with Diablo. And then, like, once I get eased out of games again, then I'll maybe look into it. But yeah, and then, like, Smite had a big update that I barely played.
Yeah, but those can stack up. They're very frequent.
Yeah, Predecessor's just over there kind of just, like, staring at me from the far corner. And I'm like, I look at it, and we meet its eyes, and I'm like, give it, like, a wink or something, but then never actually go over there to talk to it. But, yeah, it's just craziness. It's just all at once, and I was like so starved for games because I got Crimson Desert, and I put 100. I underestimated last we talked. I put 152 hours into that game in like 3.5 weeks. So I like went so hard that I'm kind of taking a break right now. I still got 2. I'm in the Crimson Desert finally, but I haven't gone too deep into it. And then I still have a whole other section of, like, the map's in 5 sections. So I have Crimson Desert's one, and then I have another one in the bottom right that I haven't ever even stepped foot on.
Nice.
So I probably got 30 hours being on the conservative side of time left because there's so many quests in that game and other things to do, and they're constantly adding stuff and change and updating the game. Like they've dropped a patch for that game every week since it dropped.
I saw some sort of mech suit thing.
Oh, that was in the
Nice.
from the get-go. Yeah, dude, this game is the development team said yes to everything.
Cram it in there.
It's just fucking amazing, dude. I fucking love Crimson Desert. I've loved it since the start, and like, yeah, it was kind of, it wasn't buggy. I don't want to say it was buggy because it always ran smooth.
Yeah.
It's just it played janky. So it's like, you know, when you play a game, when you move it in an analog and you take a few steps and then you let go of the analog to stop and the character takes like 4 more steps.
Yeah.
Super fucking annoying, especially because to activate the waypoints that you fast travel to, you have to stand on it for a few seconds and it like depresses into the ground and that's how it activates. So you go to walk on it and let go and then he'll take 3 steps and get off of it. And then you try to get back on it just by flicking the stick once to take like 1 step and he'll walk 5 steps the other way. And it's just, nah!
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Or like, controls would be weird. It's like movement. It was just, I didn't feel very refined. It would be like your character wouldn't move exactly the way you would either want and or expect a character to move based on other games.
Yeah.
So, but they've done a lot of fixes to that, so it's much better. The controls, they've kind of just had to embrace at this point. The controls were just really bad. Or they just are wonky. They're just weird controls, man. You got to do fucking yoga with your fingers to do some of these combos. It's weird. But the game's been out so long, I don't think they can just change the whole controller scheme at this point. People would be like, what the fuck?
They would have had to hit that early.
But then there were other stuff like the biggest complaints that I had about the game, both me and our mutual friend that played it, were answered in the very first patch that happened, which was 3 days after launch. It launched on a Friday, and they patched it Sunday night into Monday.
Damn.
Added a storage because you had to carry which would have been impossible. Absolutely would have been utterly impossible. They what was the other major? They added more fast travel points. They added storage. I forget what the other major big thing that they did that I was complaining about in like the first thing, but they've just been adding stuff left and right. They added so that's all the legendary mounts were things like there'd be little monsters you'd fight.
Yeah.
And you'd get it to like a weakened state where you'd jump on it and ride it around a little bit, and like they'd do different things based on what mount it was. But they're not permanent mounts. So like once you get off it, it gets aggressive again and starts attacking you.
Damn.
So they added more of those as just permanent mounts that you can just call like your horse or whatever. They've been adding, they added more cat outfits, more dog outfits, more types of cats, more types of dogs for pets. They added birds. I guess you could get birds. I logged in and got the item and was like, oh, okay, and I put it in storage. I don't really care too much about the birds. I know I saw you could get a phoenix for a pet bird. I was like, that's dope. So maybe I'll do that. But no, it's just the world is bloody massive. Is so big. Just the first of the 5 zones that you're in, Hernand, just Hernand has to be the size of Skyrim. It's gotta be. It's just fucking ginormous. The only other game that I've played that's open world, like quote-unquote seamless open world, that probably compares to it, but would still also fall short, would be The Witcher 3, because that's a very big world. But Crimson Desert's bigger. And then also, like, it's got stuff everywhere. Everywhere you turn, every tree you turn behind, there's something there for you to, like, discover, to find, whether it just be some random building that doesn't have loot in it, but it's just a nice little fucking building that looks cool and maybe has an enemy or something in it, or just lootable stuff, like the typical, oh, here's a sword that you can sell that you're not going to equip ever, but it's a sword you can pick up, or a shield, stuff like that. And then all of the equipment and stuff you can buy too. It's a great game. Great game.
Nice.
If you weren't so backlogged, I'd recommend it, but I don't think giving you a recommendation for a 200-hour game.
I was just thinking how I can't fit Diablo back onto my storage.
I did, I finally bit the bullet and I deleted Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Because I was thinking to myself, I was like, it would be so hard for me to get back into that game. The combat is so weird, and I just trying to learn how to do that again, it would be very challenging. I still want to beat the game and get further and actually forge real armor instead of whatever crappy armor I'm probably wearing right now.
I still want to try it, but it's the kind of game where you have to play just that for a while.
Yeah, that it's hard to. You gotta really be on your parry game.
Yeah.
To beat some of those guys. But I like the RPG elements of it. It's just very immersive. And I love the blacksmith part of it. But I have no more recipes. I've crafted everything and I need to find more recipes or whatever. I think I just have to progress further in the game, to be honest with you. Instead of just running around with my head. Because that's what I've been doing. I haven't really focused too much on the story. I just
been exploring.
Questing, exploring. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's this? Oh, a person talked to you. Oh, it's a quest. Ooh, let's do this. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also too, because the potions in that game just give you health regen. There's no
instant.
I don't remember I don't believe there's any upfront healing. I think it's just it shows you a lighter red section. It'll be like, this is how much you're gonna regenerate, and then it slowly goes up. I mean, it goes up. You'll gain health in a fight, but it's not like a flask in Souls games where you just drink that shit and you or Crimson Desert, same way, all food and you get the same thing. It's just instant health. That's the thing I don't get about Crimson Desert, though. Most foods have effects, being like, oh, you get this effect for so many seconds or minutes. But half the time, you're eating so many different foods because of the damage. So I'm like, do those effects stack? Or do they get rewritten by the next food buff that I eat?
Do I need to plan what my last food is?
But I'm also just no, but because the stats on food are so minuscule that it really doesn't matter too much. But
unless they do stack.
And then, cool, I've been stacking this whole time. You know what I mean? But, I'm enjoying it. 14 I'm really getting back into because, expansion was announced.
Hype cycle begins.
Yeah. A lot sooner than everyone was expecting. A lot sooner because... the Japanese Fan Festival, the Tokyo Fan Festival, is in November. I'm pretty sure October or November, and usually the expansion's not for another 6 months after that. So most people were expecting June of next year, 2027, and it's January 27.
Nice.
So that's nice. We don't have an exact date of what Tuesday
still
in the
pretty
month,
close,
but
yeah.
It'll be in January is what Yoshi P said, so we're like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. A new patch dropped yesterday, so I've been doing that, and it's sad to me that I log in and I'm so far behind because I just haven't been playing. I've never not been at best in slot-ish or very, very close to it for each patch ever in the game. since like when I first started playing, you know what I mean, and learning
Yeah.
the game. So I'd say from like Heaven's Ward onward, every new patch that came out with Tombstone gear, I was capping every week buying the gear. I'm fucking 37 item levels down right now.
Damn.
Yeah. I can't even do the new extreme that came out yesterday because I'm 4 item levels short
Damn.
just to get in it. And like, but then I'm in it, I'll be the lowest item level and like a hindrance, but now's the time to do it, so I'm gonna try. Let's try.
I believe.
Me too. But it's one of those things, I'll play 14 for a little bit, and then I'll just be like, it's just, I've said it before, playing an MMO by yourself is tough. You know?
Yeah.
But Stockholm Syndrome's got me by the fucking ball sack in that game.
Yeah, I got out.
Yeah, it'll be very hard for me to get out. Very hard. Like completely. Like I'm.
Is Shadowbringers free now? Or is that when the next expansion drops?
I actually think it is out now.
Ooh, I might not be out.
No, I feel like it is because people were talking about it, and if not, it will be shortly.
Ew.
Yeah, because that means that the current content you're in is now free.
Yeah.
Because you were in the middle of the expansion part of Shadowbringers,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. That's such a fucking... That's so peak. That's like peak 14 right there. Shadowbringers is my favorite expansion. By a little bit, because Endwalker's like right there. But then both of those are up here and the rest are like over here. Realm Reborn is okay, but I mean, it's the original game. You know what I mean? It's what got me into the game. Heaven's Ward was fucking lit. I loved Heaven's Ward when it came out. Stormblood's a weird one. Because Stormblood was the worst launch. Because the Wall of Raubon, there were just problems, server problems, and I got locked out of playing for a whole day and a half straight.
Damn.
Because of, and I wasn't the only one, thousands and thousands of players. Because they put in an instance duty very early into the story. So the amount of people trying to get, and they only let in so many players at a time.
I remember that actually.
So there was a bottleneck of all the players trying to get into this instance, but couldn't because the servers were being overloaded. So they don't do that no more. So it was rough. It was sad. But we got around it. But Stormblood at the time was okay, but the patch cycle after that, leading into Shadowbringers, I didn't enjoy it too much. So I would say Stormblood's the weakest expansion for me, personally.
I actually really liked it.
I did too, but it's...
To be fair,
like,
my sample size is smaller.
only by 2.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
3.
totally just lied to you.
Because Dawn Trail, Endwalker, and I haven't done like any of Shadowbringers.
Totally lied. Dawn Trail's lower than Stormblood.
Damn.
But it's so funny though, because I was thinking this today, right? So during Stormblood, what happened? Not just expansion, because you can't go just off of the expansion.
Yeah.
The first, because I've cleared every expansion in the first weekend of the expansion drop. Like story content wise, I've gotten from previous max level to new max level. Finished story, did the 2 trials.
Damn.
In the weekend of every expansion.
You also took it off of work, didn't you?
Oh, every time. Heaven's Ward's the one I had the most time off, because that's when I got laid off, like, right before it happened, so I had, like...
Weirdly convenient.
Yeah, so I had plenty of time to do that. But then each one I've I've taken the Friday and Monday of early access weekend off so that I can just fucking beast out on it. But everyone says the same thing. We took Stormblood for granted while we were in it, but looking back at Stormblood was some of the best like combat types. Like that's when like everyone says that's when Stormblood. That's when combat felt the best, and I kind of agree. But and like right now, Dawn and like the battle content wise, Stormblood was peak. I just think story wise it wasn't, so I put it in a weird spot. But then Dawn Trail, story wise, is the most hyper mid that you could be. The main story of Dawn Trail is just so mid.
Oof.
But then there's that main character in it that the main NPC you interact with blows. I despise her.
Damn.
Wuklamot. So that brings it down further. But I think personally right now, every job I've played in it feels like their rotations feel so clean and just so smooth. And it's just everyone is so like every job is so refined right now, so beautifully. And I think I'll look back on this like Dragoon. I was playing Dragoon today, and I was like, "Oh, this just like going through the rotation." I was just like, "This just feels so good going through this rotation." And they're changing everything about that next expansion, so I'm a little worried about it.
Another like 6 months though.
Yeah, so I have 6 months left to enjoy what's happening now before they change it on me. So I'm a little apprehensive, but he'll be alright. He'll be alright. And I'm 45 minutes into Diablo Lord of Hatred, so I got nothing to say about that. It's just that it's out. I played it for a little bit today, and I'll play more of it some other day. That's it. So that's it, huh? That's the only thing gaming-wise you've been doing?
I've been playing that Naruto browser game. That's about it.
Oh, the one we talked about last episode?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Going alright. It's hard.
Is it with people?
Yeah. PvP.
It shocks me people play that game still.
Yeah.
Are you on forums anywhere? It's like this, I would love to watch like a YouTube video about just like the history of this game.
Wonder if there's like a documentary about it.
It sucks it's a web browser, so it's like you can't check Steam charts to see how many people are on it. It's like a dedicated fan base of like 500 people keeping this thing alive.
Do you know if I have to buy 14 again on PC?
Yes.
Brutal.
100%.
Awful. Never mind. I won't be back.
No. It's a free trial. You just download the free trial.
Oh, yeah. Then I'll have to do it that way.
But you will have to go... you'll have to do... Because you can't just log in.
Yeah.
You have to go to the MOG station, go to your account. The best way to do it, don't buy it, don't get it through Steam. Get it through the website, the Square Enix website. Because you have to go on the website and activate the PC on your account. Because right now you have PS4, PS5 activated on your account, not PC. So you won't even be able to log in. Even if you have your login info, you just won't be able to do it because it's not activated. So it's better just do it through the website there, which should activate the PC side, and then you should be able to just log right into it and be okay. But yeah, no, you shouldn't have to because it's the free trial.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a free trial if you had to buy the game. I don't think, anyway.
True.
But that's still wild to me that they're even doing that That's 3 expansions and a base game worth of content for free for anyone that wants to play.
Yeah.
That's so much. That's a bro. At that point, everything. If you wanted to do everything that was available
I
to
don't
you,
think I could do all that again.
that would be like. That's like 3,000 hours worth of content.
To be fair, you probably won't get into like most of the trials or old raid stuff.
Probably because you won't have access to the Party Finder. Party Finder is not accessible to free trial members.
Brutal.
But Duty Finder is. So, like, if you're going for just a trial, you'll be fine. Because every trial you do is part of the trial roulette. So everyone queuing for trial roulette is technically...
It's not the extreme one.
It's just go through. Extreme, yeah. Because extreme... for the Japanese people, it's great. But for North America, not so good. Because we do things different. We do things the opposite way. So... they use Party Finder only for practice. And then once they've learned it, anytime they go back, they'll go through the Duty Finder. So they don't use Party Finder to get a group and then go do it and clear it and farm it. They'll just queue up for it and go. We don't do that. We don't queue for anything in the Duty Finder. We do everything through the Party Finder in North America. It's just the way...
Sucks. I hate Party Finder.
I don't mind at all. Oh, it's about to get way better, though. Because, like, Party Finder, you go in there, you look for a group, and sometimes you just don't find what you're looking for. But it's getting implemented on JP first and then coming to us. I don't know if they're gonna. JP will get it before the expansion, but so right now Party Finder is what is it? Data center wide. So it used to be server only. So whatever server you're on, that's the people you see in your Party Finder. But then they extended it to data center. So we're on the primal data center. So that's 4 or 5 servers worth of people are all on one Party Finder. Now they're expanding it to region. So when you open the Party Finder, you're going to see every single player that's on North America will be in that Party Finder. So our Party Finder, ours right now on our server, usually on like the raid one or the high-end duties, which is the newest extreme trial, raids, and ultimates, at like peak time is somewhere around 100 different parties looking for people, 115. Yeah. I've seen upwards to like 200 on like today there's probably 200 plus because there's that many people trying to clear the new trial.
Yeah. Or
like when a new raid tier drops, there'll be that many, around 150, 200. We'll probably see over 1,000 now.
Damn.
But I think this is better because I've gone looking for parties in 200 parties and not been able to find one that I'm able to join. Because whether they already have a melee DPS or they already have a Reaper or I don't meet the criteria that party is specifically looking for.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Or just all the DPS are full and they're only looking for healers type thing. So I think it'll be a lot easier and more variety. Because you're going to get more people that are doing the older content. Like farming extreme trials from 2 expansions ago for the mounts and stuff.
Definitely get more chance of it.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that change. More opportunity, more things to do or more people to do. Because sometimes you'll make your own party in Party Finder and just nobody joins because no one's interested. But now you have a bigger pool of people that could be interested. So I think it's going to be good. It will be good. So I just can't wait for it to be good in my hands.
On your eyeballs.
Yes. So, it's good times. Far times away, though. But it's okay. bunch of games coming out in between that. Oh. Ew. I think that if my guess was correct, this would be devastating for me. I don't know what I would do if the Monster Hunter expansion drops around the same time.
No.
Because based on my hypothesis, if they're releasing what the expansion is in the summer, which is what they said, so this is news about the expansion, summer, and then I would assume standard business practice of 6-month marketing time before launch. So that would put it at December, January.
You're hoping December.
I would actually probably prefer late February. Like 2 years exactly after it launched. Because it launched late February of last year. Because then that would be plenty of time for me to get to the point in 14's expansion where I'm just logging in to do dailies.
You said you just need 2 weeks.
Or not even at that point, because dailies are a thing of the past. In 14's expansion going forward, they are coming to weeklies, which is better, in my opinion. It'll make it easier to cap whatever you cap, because it's not tomestones. They get rid of tomestones. It'll be easier to manage than trying to go in, log in every day for a half hour to 45 minutes. Now I can just maybe do it on a Saturday or a Sunday, bang it all out, and be okay. But yeah. We got a Kagurabachi anime trailer.
Yes. A really slick one.
Very slick. Smooth.
Short.
Yeah, 42 seconds or something like that. There was no inkling of being like, oh, coming in fall or spring of...
No, you mentioned I don't think there was.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm just going to take whatever AI says because I know the first 10 thing.
I saw a post about it or whatever, or YouTube video or something. I don't remember what.
I just know these 10 fucking results are all going to start with oh, the date is highly anticipated. Kagurabachi is a revenge tale about April 2027.
Oh, nice.
I do remember seeing that with my eyeballs and going, ouch. My soul. That did psychic damage.
Yeah, 1 year hence.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because someone was talking about it, and we ask every time, what did the studio do or whatever? But they did Musume or whatever, the horse girl racing anime. And another, the person that was talking about it was hyping it up and was very optimistic, said we're in good hands. I guess they do a lot of that studio does a lot of animation for gacha games for
I believe it,
because that horse racing girl game that's a gacha game, so they made that anime to promote the gacha game. And they said and
then rolled in their money,
and they said they have experience with sword fights because he's mentioned another anime about it, and while he was talking about it, he was rolling a clip, and I was like, damn, that's some slick animation.
That's a sword fight.
So yeah,
good hands.
I was telling my work buddy about it. He's like, oh, what's Kagurabachi? I'm like, it's the next JJK.
It's a revenge tale about a...
Basically, I've told him the basic plot of chapter 1.
Nice.
That's what I said. And he was excited. He was like, that's pretty dope. I was
it's
like,
Sword
nice.
John Wick.
Yeah. I showed him the trailer. Meant nothing to him, but he was just like, it looks cool. He's like, yes, this is what it's about. He's like, yeah, I'll be watching that.
It's gonna be cool.
I jokingly told him, I was like, I'm going to give you my buddy's number so you can text him. Because he comes up to me, was it yesterday or Monday? And he goes, I'm 86's number one promoter. Because he got another coworker, convinced another coworker to watch it. And he got a different other coworker to put it on his list to watch. And he's currently watching it, his second run through.
Damn.
And he's almost done with his second run through.
Well, I'm currently in my 15th watch through of Always Sunny, so.
I've seen shorts of it, and I'm just like, this is not something I could watch. To just either single brain-celled morons, a psychopath, and the girl, I don't even know what's her deal. She's just there.
She's the insecure one.
Is it Mac?
Yes.
Which one's that? The dude that got jacked in between series?
Yeah, and got fat and then got jacked.
Yeah, okay, so not that guy. And then there's the dude that drinks paint.
Yep, Charlie.
Danny DeVito. I don't care what his name is. His name's Danny DeVito. And then the other guy.
Dennis.
The psychopath.
Yes.
That dude's fucking crazy. But I mean, I've seen some
clips.
Yeah, there's funny clips, but that's not a show I could sit down and watch an episode of and feel okay.
I do.
I couldn't. But I'm glad you're enjoying it for the 15th time.
Yeah.
Still not caught up on JJK, huh?
No.
I'm slowly catching up to stuff. This past weekend I binged all of the current episodes. I mean, the last one's come out since I watched it of Classroom of Elite, so I'm good with that. I got 2 episodes of Fate Strange Fake left, and I got halfway through Sentenced to Be a Hero from last season.
Nice.
I've watched.
No, this season yet? Nothing from this season?
No,
yet?
well, Classroom of the Elite.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen. I'll have to go back and find it because I watched the first 2-ish episodes of ReZero, but I fell asleep during one of the episodes because it was like 2:00 in the morning. And I don't know if when I woke up, I literally just grabbed the remote, hit the power button, and walked away. So I don't know if that's the same episode I fell asleep in or if it's 4 episodes later.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. So I'll have to go back and find where it was. And then I want to watch Witch Hat Atelier.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Oh, beautiful. And I want to watch Demons of the Shadow Realm.
Same.
And I still need to watch Oshinoko as well. So I got quite the backlog of anime. And instead of watching any of that, I was watching Invincible and watched an entire season and a half of Invincible.
Nice.
And got heated watching it, actually, at a moment. But then I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm contradicting myself. So I don't know if it's a power scale thing or not. So I'm gonna lay out what happened, and I'm not gonna tell you what I think yet. I'm just gonna tell you what happened in the episode. It's one episode, and it really fucked with me. All that day, I was thinking about it, and all of the next day, I was thinking about it. And then I'll tell you, I got 2 contradicting points on this because it's happened in a different show, and I took the opposite stance in that show than I did here, and I don't know why I feel that way. So you at least know what Invincible is. You've seen it around.
Yeah.
You've seen the memes.
Seen a couple clips.
So basic premise of Invincible: there's Viltrumites, they're an alien race, and Nolan is part of that race, and he is tasked with conquering Earth. And he's given, I found out later, he was given like 200 years to complete the task. They live very longer lives.
Yeah.
And so he comes here and he blends in, basically. He does superhero work on the side, and he marries a woman and has a kid. He's a weaker Superman. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He's a weaker Superman.
Yeah.
But just picture Superman without any of the cold breath, heat, laser. He can fly and punch really hard.
Original Superman.
Yeah, no eye lasers or cold breath.
Yeah.
And no kryptonite weakness. So when the main character, Invincible, gets his powers, Nolan gets conflicted and decides it's time that he's accelerates his plan to take over the world. But to do that, he gets at odds with his son, Invincible. They get into what you could call a fight, but what I call Nolan hospitalizing and traumatizing his son. It's like if you were super durable. You had the durability of an anime character or whatever. Very high durability.
At that point, yeah.
But that's all you had. And every other one of your stats are exactly how they are right now. And then you went and fought Superman. However,
it really prolongs the inevitable.
Yeah, so whatever you're thinking, however that went down, that's exactly how it went down here. This dude wiped his son's face, wiped his son's face with the planet. Like, there was one point he threw him down into a subway, held his face up towards the train, and is like, "You gonna help me do this, or this is on you?" And they stood there, and the train coming through, and because it goes fast, they don't move, but they go through the train, and it's super bloody. All the people hitting them.
Oh my god!
Because they're like, it's like Superman. They're like, their bodies are literally exploding on his face as he's going through the train. It's horrific. So that's season 1. So the reason it's very important that I'm giving you this backstory of what Nolan was. Nolan was on the planet for 20 years helping the heroes. They had like their own little Justice League called the Guardians.
How that ended.
Yeah, in the first episode, Nolan kills all of them. So that's important to know because Nolan's a Viltrumite. His son Mark, Invincible, is a Viltrumite.
Yeah.
So he does that, and then he gets conflicted, though, same thing again, and he flies off, and he's gone. Invincible lives through it, barely. Is nursed back to health, and time goes on. So there's a government agency. I guess you could say the government. I mean, it's in the Pentagon. So there's a Pentagon. They're in the U.S. There's a Declaration of Independence because it was the plot point of some lesser dudes tried stealing it. And they live in the United States. It's real world situations, but I have never, ever once seen a politician or a president or anyone. The only government person we meet is this guy named Cecil, who is like defend the planet at all costs. One of his quotes he says is you can't be the good guys and save the planet, or you can't be both. You can be the good guys, or you can say, you know what I mean? And he'll use
it's a choice.
He'll use any means to protect the planet. So comes the episode. Cecil is wary of Mark / Invincible because look what his dad did. His dad did all the stuff, and if Invincible decides that he's going to do the same thing, they can't stop him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't have, like, the other superheroes are strong, but they're not invincible strong.
It's
Invincible.
the same way Batman was having contingency plans.
Yeah. So
For the Justice League.
comes the episode. They capture this dude, like Dr. Seismic or whatever. He controls earthquakes or whatever, or has equipment that does it.
Yeah.
So he was in prison. But while he's doing it, he's like touching the ground and he communicates with these creatures to do a jailbreak. So he breaks out. But to do that, they learned the specific rhythm of vibrations of each hero. And when he was able to jailbreak, he was also able to capture all the heroes, except for two, Invincible and Eve. They were off somewhere else. I don't know why they didn't get them. Plot reasons they didn't get them.
Yeah.
So the two of them go save the heroes. Cecil's watching it because anytime something happens, he's in his room. He's got cameras that fly around, I guess. You never see him, but he always has a monitor in the room that is watching the action. So I'm like, where are these cameras? But whatever. So he's watching the action, and he's seeing how bad the situation is getting. And Invincible and Eve end up losing. They get captured, too. So Cecil's like, fuck. I gotta save these guys. So he decides to send in two things. A Batman knockoff type hero that his superpower is he can jump into shadows and they come out of some like a shadow over there. But otherwise he's still kind of just a human, but he's got like it's Batman, but like his suit is like teched out like Iron Man, kind of, but it still looks kind of like Batman. His name's fucking like Nightcrawler or Nightwing or
Gotcha.
something like that. But he's the second iteration. Omni-Man / Nolan killed the first one.
So this guy took up the mantle?
Yes, but so it's like Batman didn't kill people, and Damian Wayne took over Batman's mantle after Batman was killed. And Damian, as we know, would have no problem killing people.
Mm-hmm. He wields a damn sword.
So that's what this guy did. He started killing people to get justice. To get justice, and he cleaned up the Gotham of that place a little bit. It was a better place. But early in the season, Invincible goes there, and he's a fugitive. He captures him, puts him in jail. And then the previous season, there's this mad scientist that like kidnaps college students and reanimates them. So he dissects them and cuts them all up and like makes them into like these really strong robot human things, but you know their body, it's like you were there, but like you're not all there. It's very tragic stuff. It is what this doctor scientist did to people, basically killing people, and it happened to one of Mark's close friends' boyfriend. He was a victim of this, so he was fucked up, and the government, plot-wise, was able to return him to normal, somewhat normal. His body is still like mostly mechanical, but they've returned his brain state to where he was, but he remembers things, and he has severe PTSD and a existential crisis of, am I actually me? How much of me is left, you know what I mean, because of the experiments. So the two things Cecil sends in to help the heroes is one, that Batman knockoff hero, and reanimated corpses that Invincible, as soon as he sees them, knows the only person that can make those is the scientist. So the scientist and this hero should be in prison, but they're both right here.
Yeah.
Cecil is working with these guys. So they defeat whatever the immediate threat is, and Invincible gets really fucking mad at Cecil that this is happening. He's like, no, fuck this. I'm going to talk to him right now and confront him. So he flies to the Pentagon, and he doesn't walk through the front door. He flies through the building, under the ground, and crashes in there and just like busts through the doors. So Superman just busted through your fucking Pentagon doors.
Yeah.
And Cecil's calm at first, and he's talking to him. and he leads him into a room. And he's talking to him, basically putting his side. So Mark's side is the mad scientist and the superhero that murdered people should both be in jail. Cecil's side is they got talent, and I'm going to use that talent to bolster our defenses, build product that I can use to defend the Earth.
Yeah.
And he even spouted out stuff about, like, you know, for the at least the hero guy, who is generally trying to do better. He's like, prison's rehabilitation. He's like, I believe in rehabilitation and second chances type deal. And Mark's not having it, and he's getting real mad. So, but Cecil does. This is where Cecil gets a little fuckery. Early in the season, Mark confronted a monster that had made a sound that fucked with his equilibrium. So Cecil made a device that can recreate that sound. And one of the times Mark got fucked up and was in his hospital, he put that device in his brain. So he could press a button and have the sound going through his head, which is basically torture. So Mark's fucking pissed off. He's there. All these reanimates come out, and he's like, Cecil's like, they're here to protect me from you. Because I don't know if you're going to fuck up the planet or if you're going to go rogue or what this, that, and the other. So they get into kind of a fight. He kills all the reanimates. Then he flies to the Guardians of the new Justice League.
Yeah.
Tries to tell them what's going on. And Cecil's pressing the buttons. And it's this whole thing. So basically it boils down to Cecil saying, I don't trust you. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to protect the planet. And you need to step in line and take orders. But then Invincible, having the powers that he is and morality, saying that, you know, I'm going to do my own thing. I don't work for you type deal.
Yeah.
I'm me. I know you haven't seen it, but it's similar to the Sokovia Accords in Marvel's cinematic universe of Civil War.
Yeah, the thing that sparks the Civil War.
Yeah. There was an incident where Wanda throws a bomb into the air to save the civilians on the ground, but it blows up a building and kills people in the building instead. So the government's decided to crack down on heroes, saying that the heroes have to work for the government. Captain America's like, we need our agencies. What if they send us? What if they don't send us when we're needed? And what if they send us somewhere where we shouldn't be going? That's Cap's thing. And then Iron Man's like, people get killed, Civil War. So those are my two things that have contradicting stances that I haven't told you what my stances are. So if that was a situation based on what I said in Invincible, whose side would you take? I know you're missing a lot of context, and I probably did a bad job explaining, but just based on what I've said.
Well, I don't think Cecil made the wrong choice. Firstly.
So...
Because Mark wouldn't be there to argue if he didn't do what he did.
Yes. So I'm on... If there's a line, I'm on Cecil's side of the line.
He doesn't make it easy the longer it went on. Don't get me wrong.
But I'm not standing next to him.
Yeah.
I think if he instead just talked to Mark, I think where he went wrong was using the device in Mark's head, or even in the first place putting it there.
Yeah, that whole part.
He should have trusted Mark more. But at the same time, Mark proves in this moment that he has a trigger, because later in the series, Mark's little brother accidentally kills somebody, but then goes to kill the other guy. The other guy surrenders, and he does kill him anyway. And now all the Guardians are standing there shocked because a little kid just did this.
Yeah.
And Caesar just kneels down in front of him. This is after the argument, so that him and Mark aren't there. Just trying to like talk to the kid, and Mark just flies in, grabs Cecil by the throat, chokes him out, and being like... Stay the fuck away from... I told you to stay away from my family, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, Mark would snap. And there's stuff that happens later I've seen in the comics. And I just, like... It's a point of contention in fans or whatever. And I'm just like... it's weird because in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm on Cap's side. I'm on Captain America's side, where the government should not be involved with the Avengers. The Avengers should be their own thing that act independently of the thing. And Cap shouldn't work for the government type deal. But then when in the Invincible world, I'm on Cecil's side, and I think that Mark...
I think it's because he didn't make it so strict either. He's not like saying, I'm pointing you like a gun, you only shoot where I shoot. He's just kind of saying like...
He does kind of say stuff like that in the sense, but it's he comes from the place of like... And then you also have the problem on Cecil's side that there's the imminent threat of the Viltrumites. Because Viltrumites have come to the planet. One of them came to the planet after Nolan left. Another one came to the planet.
Yeah.
Watched some shit go down. And she was like, all right, listen. We're going to conquer this fucking planet. You're a Viltrumite. Rise to the occasion and do your fucking duty and conquer this planet. And she's very calm about it. And Mark's this is before the fallout with Cecil, and he's basically like, nah, I'm not going to do that, which is right. But then she's like, okay, I'm going to educate you now. And Viltrumite's definition of educate is, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. And Mark stands zero chance against this girl. She obliterates him, and Cecil's even like, just say the word, say that you'll do it. And he's literally said, just say the word, say you'll do it, and me and you will work, and we'll be ready for these bastards. We'll get ready together. And Mark refuses to say it, so she beats him up, leaves him in a puddle of blood or whatever, and she goes...
A puddle of education.
A puddle of education, yes. And she says to him, and I know who's coming, because I've seen a lot of what comes in Invincible, and she goes... She didn't say a time frame, but she's like, at some point, another one of us is going to come here. And if he shows up and you're not doing your duty, he's not going to be as merciful as I am. And the person they send is Conquest. They don't treat Conquest like a person. First off, they call him Conquest. He doesn't get a name. They call him an animal. He lives in a fucking cube on a moon with a sleeping bag in a corner or something. He's just a tool the Viltrumites use and throw out planets, and he's a complete and utter psychopath that just loves to fight. And when he comes, he fucks shit up. He fucks Mark up too. But so Cecil has that in his mind too. He's like, I can't, if Invincible decides to conquer the world, we can't beat him. And all of these other Viltrumites, all of them are stronger than he is.
Yeah.
Nolan made Invincible his little bitch. This one girl came here and made him his
little bitch. Even Nolan was
bitch.
out of like Viltrumite warrior culture for at least a couple decades there.
Yeah. So, and it's like every Viltrumite that Cecil has seen is a fucking savage. And Mark has shown that he's got a temper and an issue with authority. Because I've seen it in two other instances later in like the comics and the show. Basically, Mark thinks that he can do whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it because he's got this power. But then he's also got this like moral standard, like we don't kill people, we're heroes. And it's like, bro, Cecil's right. Those reanimants... It's like the mad scientist is in the Pentagon lab, but he doesn't leave. So he's in jail.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between him in a bar cell or in here being forced labor to build these things for the betterment of the government? And the corpses they're getting are donated.
That's a big part too.
The donated corpses to science type thing. The donated corpses. Cecil Livy says they're donated corpses. We ain't fucking kidnapping people. We ain't grave robbing. These are donated to us by the government. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like Invincible was in the wrong, and he just has an attitude problem.
I think both Cecil wasn't overstepping much, A. B.
I
He
think
saved them
he did save them. It worked. He
with
even
these
said,
decisions.
he even said, and like I said, I do think he goes overboard because he goes into a white room because he's scared of Invincible.
Yeah.
So he goes in there, and a few inanimates come out. He kills them, and then he's like, "Is that all you got?" And he's like, "I really wish you didn't say that, kid." And then he turns off the white room stuff. It's like you walk in there and you're in like purgatory. Everything's all white.
Yeah.
You don't see nothing, just white background. Everything, floor, ceiling, sides, no lights, nothing, just white. Because it's a technology. And then he turns that off, and the entire room they're in is just filled with these things. And they jump fucking Mark, and they get into this fight or whatever. And Mark threatens to kill him, and I'm like, dude, that's like government.
This is a fight you started, dude. You flew in here through the building.
And it's like, Cecil works for the government. So this is the United States government, the world government, or whatever it is. I don't know, like if the because
it's your residing government.
Yeah, because I haven't heard any human to human conflict.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's human to human wars, if there's one world government or what. It's just all like, oh, it's like the random monster of the week attacking the city. Heroes go.
The Pentagon.
Yeah, and we're in the Pentagon. This is government sanctioned stuff. So Cecil works for the government. If the government decides the laws, the government gets to decide what they do with the criminals.
And this is my other part, is that Cecil is mostly making his own solutions to the problem, independent of Mark. Like,
and also,
none of this had anything to do with Mark besides his ass getting saved. Cecil could have let them all die and still gone with the plan.
Yeah, and it's like, have you not heard? I know it sucks, but it happens in real life, and it happened in their world too, because NASA's a thing in their world. Operation Paperclip. It happens all of the fucking time. Do you know Operation? No. This is a real world thing. This is not the thing. After World War II ended, Operation Paperclip was an operation by the U.S. government that went into Nazi Germany and took all of their top scientists of the SS and high top generals and brought them into the U.S. and stuff. So like Werner von Braun, I think is his name. That's a Nazi person, but they brought him over. Straight up Nazi head dude. Yeah, you're the head of NASA now, or one of the top dudes in NASA. Build us rockets. So they, you know what I mean? That happens all the time. It's like, we defeat a nation. We're taking your best dudes. You work for us now. Cecil did the same thing. Okay, yeah, you fucked up, but you got a brain. Your freedoms are gone. You're building stuff for us now. Yeah. Let's go. Mark doesn't have a say in that. I don't care how you feel about this.
It's independent of him.
Yeah, but because his whole point was that he's a murderer, he broke the laws. Yeah, but the U.S. government wrote the laws, so they get to do what the fuck they want to the people that broke them. They decide
the punishment.
Because later in the comics, the other one that I keep saying is, so Mark, there's his name's Dinosaurus. He's a dinosaur. He's like a shorter, he's like Lizard from Spider-Man, but instead of
being hot.
Lizard, he's like more dinosaur like T-Rex like. And I don't know much about him. All I know is that he's a monster, maybe eats people, does some stuff, and Mark is trying to reform him, and it seems to be doing things going well. But every time I see the comments are, it did in fact not go well, is what everyone says. So whatever Mark did with this Dinosaurus person led to the deaths of people, which makes Mark a fugitive. So at one point in the series, I just remember Mark flies up to something to confront someone, and the Guardians Avenger group comes up there to talk to him, and it's like, hey, you're a fugitive. You need to come with us back to so-and-so. And he's like, that's not going to happen. So it's like, in Mark's brain, he's above the law.
Yeah. But the same law that he holds.
And he wants to claim the earth as his, in like his home type deal, and I'll protect this place or whatever. It's like, no. You're not an elected official. If the elected officials tell you to bounce, you got to bounce. And it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's his attitude towards it is why I'm not on his side where I am on Captain America's side. Because Captain America.
When you go to the Avengers example, that what the government was asking of them was more intrusive than that.
Oh, yeah. The fucking Sokovia Accords is literally like the size of the Treaty of Versailles.
Yeah.
It was like this
In the
thick.
comics, it's like demasking, a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, I believe that was, but the only reason I don't think the demasking part is in the MCU at least is because Spider-Man
Wasn't there?
was there
Oh, yeah.
in Civil War and was the only person that knew who he was Tony Stark.
So they had to have him on Tony's side.
Well, yeah.
I do think he joins that side too in Civil War. I think Peter Parker does end up unmasking through Civil War.
I feel like he didn't though, because I feel like he was the only person that didn't unmask through Civil War.
He might have been a holdout, but I swore he was one of the people that ended up doing it.
Because I think, doesn't he flip sides when Cap dies in the comic? Because Captain America dies in the Civil War comics. I'm going to look it up. Did Spider-Man unmask in Civil War comics? Yes, Spider-Man unmasked in the 2006-7 Civil War comic storyline. Peter Parker publicly reveals his identity as Spider-Man during a televised press conference in support of Superhuman Registration Act. He acts as an ally of Iron Man before later switching sides to support Captain America. He does this to show support for the government mandatory restrictions of superheroes. Impact: this major event, which was not a dream sequence, was a focal point of the story. The consequences detailed in Amazing Spider-Man number 533 and tie-in comics. Yeah, I forget who kills Captain America. I think it's Iron Man. Oh. Mark Armstrong. Sharon Carter. The assassination takes place after the main Civil War comic event concludes. She's brainwashed by Dr. Fautus, who is working for Red Skull. Of course, it's Red Skull. No, of course. The gun actually used the device to displace him in time, trapping him rather than instantly killing him, though he is believed to be dead for some time during Return to Captain America Reborn.
Couldn't just use a gun? A gun? A bullet gun?
No, because it's comics. You can't kill anyone.
Everyone laser gun, maybe?
So far, I think because Wolverine, I think, is still dead in the comics and has been for years.
Oh.
I think. I mean, probably
Neji,
not. I don't
Wolverine.
follow.
It's always the best ones.
Yeah, I don't follow comics very often, but like his was a brutal way to die. He was like encased in molten adamantium.
Good.
Or something like that. I was like, Jesus.
Well, it could still be alive in there.
From what I understand, he was not. But being Wolverine, I wouldn't doubt it. But at the same time, though, you never get out of that.
No. I mean, it's comics, though.
How do
they
you...
get bippity-boppity, findity away-dity.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty
Doctor Strange, like, woo.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's plenty of cosmic beings that could do that.
He pulls one cell of Wolverine out, and it regenerates into Wolverine.
Yeah. So, I was fucking... I don't know, I was just like... I was just going through it, and I'm like, dude, he's just... Invincible's just in the wrong here.
Yeah.
I get it, Cecil went too far with the putting the brain thing in him, but everything leading up to that moment, Cecil was 100%
kind of justified
in the
it
right.
by the end.
Oh. It's funny, too, because I've been now that Invincible's newest season came out, and season 4, all of what I'm talking about, by the way, happens in season 2.
Yeah.
Fucking power scaling people like, oh, who beats this guy? I told you, like, the guy Thrag, the Invincible guy, and who they beat and who they don't beat. I saw one today, and it was a bunch of Viltrumites. I don't know, I think it was like 5. Yeah, it was probably around 5 of them versus Krillin. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, Krillin smokes these fools. And then I go to the comment section, and I could not have been happier.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew. And normally there's always people that are just smoking the highest forms of crack in those comment sections. And it's on Reddit, too. So you know there's some fucking terrible takes. But everyone was like, bro, they should have... the top comment had like a GIF attached to it of King Vegeta, so Vegeta's dad, destroying 4 planets. And King Vegeta, early Dragon Ball power levels, was like he is stated to have a power level of between 10 to 15,000, which is weaker than Nappa and Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga, right? Yeah. I would say that Nappa...
No, because isn't Nappa the one that says it's over
You're
9,
right. Nope, you're right. No, Vegeta says that. Because Vegeta's like 22,000 at the time. So he's weaker than Vegeta during the Saiyan Saga. Krillin, when he gets his spirit awakening shit in Namek, is then stronger than Vegeta. Or equal to Vegeta Saiyan Saga. Not Namek, because... Zenkai boost. Yeah. Each arc, people get stronger.
I do think it's a little bullshit that a well-grown man who's like a warlord is weaker than all these.
Who?
I think King Vegeta.
Oh, yeah. Well, King Vegeta's a fucking pussy anyway. That dude was fucking... There was so many of the Saiyans that I think would just be stronger than him. He was just not... He's not a dude you look at and you're like... You just look at him.
I still don't think Krillin can destroy 4 planets. I don't think Vegeta could have destroyed 4 planets.
Oh, I 100%.
In the same, ease. Like, he could land at one, monkey form, blast to its core.
Oh, well, in the Gallic gun that he was going to use on Goku 100% would destroy the planet if Goku's Kamehameha Wave didn't win type deal.
Oh, well... Okay. Yeah.
But either way, destroying the planet part's not exactly what we're going on right now. We're just but basically saying he was just referencing things like this. But so Viltrumites, they say something which I actually, because the line is that Saiyans can't breathe in space. But Frieza can, or doesn't require
oxygen
or whatever it is like that. And Viltrumites casually go flying through space too. But the first time Mark goes into space in season 1, he turns to Nolan and he goes, "How do I breathe in space?" And it's a meme. It's one of the biggest memes. Is like, that's the cool part. You don't. So they just hold their breath when in space. So I think Saiyans should be able to do the same thing. And we've also seen Goku fight Beerus in space anyway.
Have we really not seen Goku fly through space on his own?
No, none of Dragon Ball is ever in space. Well, I mean, the Terminator power looks like it, but they're little bubble islands.
And besides Frieza, which, yeah.
Yeah. But it's weird though, because we've seen Bardock float indefinitely in space. You can see the planet behind him, and he's talking, to Frieza. So it's contradictions. But depending on depending on what stage Krillin is, he smokes them. If you're talking Super Krillin, they don't stand an iota of a chance.
Line up just right for my Destructo Disc, please.
Yeah. And fucking Viltrumites are fucking arrogant as fuck. If he throws a Destructo Disc at him, one of them's going to try and catch it.
Yeah.
Now,
or swat it.
Yeah, once the others see it cut that one in half, then they're going to be wary of it. But he just cut one clean in half.
I don't know, how fast are they?
Inconclusive. When fighting, or because people have been lately separate.
Dragon Ball characters do the "I'm right behind you" type shit.
That has never happened.
So,
they always have to travel. But see, because the way Nolan explains it, so like, for instance, Dragon Ball characters use ki to fly. They use energy to fly.
Yeah.
Viltrumites, I don't know how Superman flies. I don't think it's ever explained. But they try to explain how Viltrumites fly. It's like, they're like, they generate their own momentum in the air. And it basically comes down to like, they're manipulating space to move them through it, but in the sense to make them fly. But they can't manipulate space as a weapon like Gojo can.
Yeah.
They just kind of manipulate themselves within the space that they're in to move. So I don't know if because I've seen them flying around, right? Nothing they do in a fight do they ever have crazy speeds other than they're flying very fast to like location to location, and they move pretty quick, but they never do the teleport flash step thingy. However, they can and have, like, Nolan, from when he leaves in season 1 to when we see him again, when Mark sees him again in season 2, it's a 6-month time period. And there's a small montage of what Nolan was up to. So in 6 months, he left our solar system flying and went to numerous other star systems, past black holes and other planets, and crazy distance,
freedom,
and like the crazy distances. So it's like when they're flying through space, if they have to go, I don't think there's multiple galaxies. I think it's just within one galaxy. But like if they have to go from a planet to a planet, they can like cover that distance in like days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the light from the sun takes 8 minutes to get to us, 8 or 9 minutes. And it takes, Neptune is, I think something like 90 something AU astronomical unit, so 8 minutes times 90 something to get to Neptune at light speed. The speed of light takes that long to get there. So if they're flying through space, I don't know what they're doing, if they're continuously accelerating to get there or just a narrative thing, you know what I mean? But it's there. You could argue, hey, they're flying from this planet to this planet in a week across the galaxy. But when they're fighting on planets, they never, ever shook it. And so much so that there is a character in the first season, a Flash type character, that was extraordinarily moving so fast to where everyone looked like they're moving still and stuff like that.
The Quicksilver effect.
Yes, and Nolan could not keep up with him. The only reason he got it was because he caught his fist one time when he punched him. So he punched Nolan, he caught the guy's hand, and he just didn't let go of the dude's hand. Or because then he grabbed his head and was squeezing his head, and while he was squeezing, so he doesn't have durability, and Nolan can pop him like a fucking balloon. So in the time that it took Nolan to take his hands to squeeze his face together, the dude punched him in the chest like 1,000 times. So speed feats with Viltrumites is all over the place. Like, we have no fucking idea. But I'm going to say Superman, when you see him fighting in the Superman, the DC.
Krillin still.
You know what I mean? It's Krillin smokes all of them. There's just no way.
Try Chaozu next time.
Yeah, there's memes about that too. They're like, fucking, we finally beat him. We beat Goku. Thrak. That was just Yamcha. You'd have to go like Yamcha. You'd have to go like late games of Dragon Ball Yamcha to get that level. But Krillin, I think,
Spirit Ball is pretty good.
True, but it takes him forever to charge that bitch, and
that's true.
Yamcha just gets diffed. He just gets left so far behind after the Saiyan saga, because even in the Saiyan saga, he fights the Cybermen.
Yeah.
So.
Poor guy.
Yeah. I did see, because I wanted to bring this up too, actually an interesting one. Run the gauntlet. This person runs the gauntlet. Where do they stop? Us, humanity, current day technologies, runs the gauntlet. I saved the picture. Let me open it up. There's two problematic people, but people have made good points against them. The only reason the second person is problematic is for a very specific detail that I didn't consider until I read the comment. So I'll bring it up afterwards. So, modern day humans, us right now, 2026, start Eren Yeager, we smoke that fool.
Yeah.
He's done. Ooh, you're a big meat suit target.
Yeah.
You fucked.
It's easier to hit with our tanks and shit.
Yeah. Or just a one B-52 bomber with a few torpedoes on it. Eren's not doing anything. Muzan.
I mean, I think we got that.
I do too. Because
really just got to imprison him somewhere where sun can hit.
That's always the funniest thing too, is because if you really want to take science into it, but it would be bullshit anyway, because he survives in it, like vampires and stuff like that. The moon.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, it's like, you just have to isolate him long enough until the sun. And remember, humans beat him in his own fucking series.
Yeah.
They're not special.
They did it with less technology.
Yeah. So I think we got that too. Sukuna.
Ooh.
Oh, I should mention, with humanity as prep time, so we're aware of this.
We know he's coming?
We know each of these people are coming. And where they're going to come. So it's like...
Again, it's another like B-52 bomber situation. We're going to have casualties there, though. Like, you need to hit him with more than one thing at once.
Well, here's the thing, too, though. If we know where he's coming... If we know he's coming, do we know where he's coming? If we know where he's coming, evacuate the place a week before.
Well, I'm saying if you send one B-52 bomber, he will actually dice that thing into a billion little tiny pieces.
Yeah, so you need to lay traps.
You need to hit him multiple ways, multiple angles, with multiple ideas.
Next one gets tricky. Meruem. Hunter.
I mean, the man did kind of survive a nuke.
But died from the radiation of said nuke, like an hour later.
Yeah, but it was also point blank. He could outspeed it if it was getting dropped on him.
Maybe, but again, fucking Netero's last words. What did he say? Don't underestimate don't underestimate humans or something along those lines.
Like the depravity or something.
Yeah. Someone said that in the comments too. It's like, we're fucking savages, man. So, but the same thing. We are able to kill Meruem at least. If the Rose Bomb can do it, I think we can do it.
It's if we could hit him with it, though.
Agreed. But again, prep time.
I don't know. Is there anything we could do that would slow him down at all?
It's true. But, I mean, well... Because, again, you'd have to surprise him the same way Netero did, because he can't outrun the blast. But if you shoot the rocket at him... Well, I don't know, though. Intercontinental ballistic missiles move fucking fast. If we can get a missile...
Do they move Meruem fast?
How fast is Meruem? Because, he moves really quick on the screen, but an intercontinental ballistic missile can be anywhere on the planet in 45 minutes.
That's a long time.
The planet's also fucking massive. How fast can Meruem move around the planet? We don't know. He's never tried. We've seen him move really fast in the air.
Really fast.
He does get really fast.
It's like, I believe crossing the room in like a bound.
Oh, well, I mean, so can a missile, but you're right. No, I'm just throwing stuff out there, but a missile's not necessarily the most discreet thing when it's coming in.
It's also not like, it is accurate for buildings. It's not hyper accurate for
we got
specific person targets.
We 100%
drone strikes.
Drone strikes. Because if the dragon dive took him by surprise while he was walking around in a building,
Can you drone strike a nuke though?
I'm sure
Because a normal missile ain't gonna do shit.
I 100% believe that there's a drone
gotta
that
be.
has a nuke on it right now. We just haven't used it because we haven't used nukes. There's 0% chance the military hasn't thought of a way to do that. Come on. Us, America.
Any country.
That exists.
Yeah.
So I think that if the Dragon's Dive, which is way more visibly... Like,
but that, yeah.
It was a surprise attack that took him by surprise. So I think if an ability falling from the sky, like bombs, can take him by surprise...
Was he indoors when that happened?
He was. So even if it's not immediate, he shows up in Meru and fucks up a few towns, eventually he's going to go inside and try and play shogi with somebody.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd simply imply that he'll find a niche board game player.
True. But
Have we seen Meruem sleep? Have we confirmed Meruem needs sleep? I don't think we've seen any Chimera Ant sleep, now that you mention it.
Is generally believed in the Hunter x Hunter fandom that Chimera Ants, particularly the elite Royal Guard, do not require conventional sleep or have drastically different sleep patterns than humans. While they are, Japanese symbols, biologically living beings needing to breathe, they are rarely, if ever, shown sleeping in the anime or manga. Members like Neferupitsu can maintain advanced, exhausting techniques continuously, suggesting they do not sleep or operate with rest in. In summary, they likely do not sleep in the traditional sense, especially the higher-ranking members, focusing instead on continuous surveillance and duty. But I think that if Netero and Grandpa Zoldyck fallen from a sky, I think we could do something similar at some point. I think we can take that one.
We've got to drop a lot of nukes. Carpet bomb a region that he's in.
Or again, just radiation. Because there's other ways to deliver radiation than a nuke.
You're not going to get it with like a syringe.
No. You don't need a syringe. Just need the fucking the devil's eye. Because it's I think that's what it's called. I forget what it's called. So a scientist, like 6 scientists died this way because they're fucking morons in hindsight. So it's, I forget the 2 metals, but one of them's uranium. Uranium, plutonium, maybe? There's the 2 metals in the core. And when these 2 things touch, they become unstable. Scientists were fucking with this. It was this picture if you had a ball, a solid piece of metal, you cut it in half, got rid of the top half. So you have the bottom half of a sphere, and in the center of the sphere, you cut out a half sphere for a smaller sphere to fit in it. So you got a half sphere and then a cutout for a second sphere to fit in it inside that. That was the setup of this device. And holding this mini sphere was a flathead screwdriver, keeping it from going inside. And something bumped into it and the flathead fell out. The sphere fell in it. It went critical for half a second. There was a big blue flash and they smacked it away. And the scientists looked at everyone and said, well, that's it. And they all knew everyone in the room was dead at that moment. They didn't die for the next few days because radiation takes time to decay. But everyone in the room knew that everyone in the room was now dead. They were walking dead men.
Damn.
Just from those 2 pieces of metal touching. So you could just send him a present. He opens it and open trigger mechanism, the 2 metal touches, and then it's like, he's like, oh shit, that was right, whatever, fuck.
If it takes extra, because again, I'm going to assume it takes a lot.
Probably, yeah, for him. And again, because a single nuke has exponentially more radiation discharge than is needed to kill you.
Yeah.
So this one item that did the blue flash of the Devil's Eye could have been like one
And they
millionth,
smacked it away.
It could have been one millionth of a nuke, but is enough to kill you. You know what I mean? But head to head, we're fucked against Merom.
Yeah.
But I think we're crafty enough as a species. Like, the whole world knows this has come together, and we know everything about Merom. We've seen... it's like we have access to watch Hunter x Hunter. We've seen all the stuff, and we're like, okay, we know all the things we're discussing now. Some big brains out there are going to figure out how to kill him.
Definitely. Was there a last one?
There is. A significantly trickier one, but I think a significantly easier one. It's easier to kill him in the sense of lethal damage needed, but I feel like will be harder to bring a bond, like deliver that lethal damage. Shigaraki from My Hero.
I don't know, can he outspeed a nuke?
Actually, I don't know that he can. I don't know. I haven't seen later.
I immediately go to carpet bombing with nukes.
Well, yeah.
With these threats. Because if you leave Shigaraki, you're going to get worse casualties than you'll get just up front nuking the area.
I think you get worse casualties than anyone else on the list with Shigaraki's
Definitely.
Later end powers when he can just fucking eviscerate whole towns.
Yeah.
Just by touching the ground.
By being around.
Yeah. So... I think Shigaraki's tricky, but people in the comments were saying stuff of like poison and stuff because he's susceptible to poison. Like, we could just fog the area with like mustard gas type poison and shit and just take him out.
To use whatever we used in Argentina that made people like bleed out their orifices.
Yeah, let me see if I can find what people said. Because there's something that we've skipped over here that I didn't think about, again, until I read the comments, that completely blows up a single person on this list that we wouldn't be able to deal with. Where is it? You think Shigaraki survives white phosphorus, thermobaric weapons, and other biochemical weapons? Now, we humans are pretty evil. We'd kill him somehow. The bioweapons is the one that it's like, yeah, true.
Well, did he get extra quirks by the end of the show?
True, because it doesn't specify.
I don't know what he got from All for One, because didn't he get more?
Didn't he also get a regeneration factor?
Yeah.
So that would be the tricky one, too. But I don't know the limits of that. Because that's the whole thing that Eraserhead and the other kid that copied Eraserhead's ability were using to get rid of those, his healing and his disintegration.
Yeah.
So I don't. Again, I'm behind, so I don't know Shigaraki's full potential, and it doesn't specify
what time.
You can insinuate maybe from the picture that it's later on because he's got the.
It would have to be to be this
you know
kind of threat. Yeah.
And it's found in Titan Aaron that's there, so I would assume it's them at their most powerful.
Shigaraki versus the Rumbling.
I think everyone on this list beats the Rumbling, except maybe Muzan. I don't know if Muzan has, like...
His Michael Jackson moves can't do nothing. Yeah, he'll just get stomped on and live.
Yeah, he's not going to die from it, but I don't think he has, like...
Does it last until dawn?
I don't know how... Like, he can cut people up, but is his cut, like, deep enough or big enough to cut the ginormacy of a colossal titan?
He'll just jump up on the shoulder and then jump off and be like, cool, humanity's done. I get to just be me forever like I always wanted.
Yeah. But, so here's the problematic one that we missed. And it's not Meruem, and it's not Shigaraki.
Is it Muzan somehow?
No, okay. It's Sukuna. Sukuna is a cursed spirit. Cursed spirits cannot be killed unless by cursed energy.
Yeah.
And because someone shared a manga panel, and it was a hilarious because it's the you have reading comprehension. This is what people say to it. Let me see if I can find the comment. Everyone was bringing up the nuke option. I can't find the comment right now, but basically,
well, we're still not 1,000% on Sukuna being a curse or a sorcerer.
Oh well, yeah, true. You're right, but someone was trying to make the argument that because cursed spirits just like coalesce or like you can't just. If your cursed spirit's right there, you can't just drop 17 cars on it and have it die type deal.
Yeah.
But Yuji can punch it once with cursed energy and it would die type deal. I can't find... it's probably a comment on a comment, so... That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. I would be scrolling forever trying to look for it. But basically, they were making the argument of that. It's like cursed energy is needed. And we don't have access to cursed energy.
I do think he's still really hard to even hit, too.
True. Because nukes do not detonate on impact.
No.
They're on a timer. So if the nuke is coming at him and he dismantles it... And I don't mean takes it apart. I mean cleaves, dismantles it because
the one that
turns in cubes turns things to cubes.
If he just opens his domain, it's like a whole area around him that's just gonna get slashed to shit. He has reverse curse technique to heal through a lot.
I do think that if we're talking about this, it's just like you said, nuclear bombardment, but it's like I don't know, actually you would need that because like I've said,
if he's aware enough he can get those planes.
Like I said though, intercontinental ballistic missiles would just launch it from halfway across the world.
Yeah, he said it takes like 45 minutes to get there.
Depends on where he is. No, I'm saying like it can be the furthest point of it on the planet. It can be there.
Okay.
So
if he's on the lookout.
True, your lookout.
I think he can out-reaction time an intercontinental ballistic missile. And at the very least, it would set it off early to be cutting it into absolute bits.
True, but that'd be more devastating though, because a nuke is more designed to blow up in the sky. But like you said, bombardment though, like he cuts up a few in like the area, but what happens to the one that lands a mile over there, and then the mile behind him, and the mile over there, and then the couple thousand feet that way, and the one over there?
Will it do enough damage to not be able to heal back through?
I don't know, but if you drop in like
1,000 miles over there, it's like, can you reverse curse technique through radiation?
Oh, if you're within a mile of a nuke, buildings are still blown over. Like the explosive radius of a nuke is fucking obscene.
That's still not enough to convince me after seeing him hit with like a hollow purple.
True. And I agree with you that maybe one nuke doesn't do it.
No, I'm even saying like multiple bombardment there. I still don't think if you send 10, that 7 drop. I think less than that would survive in the bombardment, first of all.
True, but one thing, too, that we have to...
Because he can cut all around...
Two things we can... Two things that we have to take into consideration. One, there is a limit to reverse curse technique because we saw Gojo and Sukuna both reach it.
Yes.
Now, granted, getting him there, I will give you. And the second one is we haven't... I would assume reverse curse technique would do it but we haven't seen, that I can remember, anyone reverse curse technique like poisons or anyone even being affected by it where they would have to use it.
Yeah,
so we don't know. Again, though, Itsuna, he's going to pull some binding vow out of his fucking dick hole and be like, binding vow to make reverse curse technique work against fucking Ebola.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, though,
It'll take a long time for Sukuna to, like, kill all of humanity. That's a lot of time for us to come up with the answer.
But then again, too, it doesn't say that they're coming to, like...
Well, it's a versus.
So it's like...
They don't win until humanity's down.
Because, like, you gotta think, Eren, his goal, kill all people.
Muzan's goal is assimilation.
Muzan's goal is to get...
Infect people with...
Well, I believe it's just to be like, I want to be able to walk in the sun so I can do what I want, when I want, how I want.
Well, I'm saying in this versus battle, though, his strategy would be to make an army. And now that you think about it, imagine this pitch, though. There's a sexy demon man out there who's going to kill us, because this is like the briefing, them being like saying this is how we like hear about them ahead of time. Oh, he can look like anybody. And if he's around you for even a moment, you might get infected and become a demon. That's a really big one there. Muzan blends in better than any of them.
So, what is it about the swords that...
They're like special metal.
Yeah, but it's infused with the flower?
Maybe, yeah, the same ones that, like,
because first off, prep time. Manufacturing, bud. Fuck blacksmiths hammering this thing. We got factories. We good there. So we got the weapons. But then I was thinking, okay, so...
It's identifying him.
So... Minor spoiler for you. One of the things that Tanjiro does with his sun breathing, or sun breathing itself, when it inflicts wounds on Muzan, the healing can't fully heal that, and it leaves scars. So when Muzan is weakened later, all of his scars that Yoichi gave him in the past show that he was just hiding them, that he still has all of them. And so everything Tanjiro does with sun breathing leaves lasting damage because of the power of the sun. So do you
check
think
for these scars? Depends on their dossier, I guess.
So do you think that a UV flashlight would hurt Muzan?
Every country makes every person they see UV flashlight. That's going to be hard to enforce even.
You know what I mean?
Surveillance state will get him eventually if the people are shaking you down and UV lighting you on the streets. He has to defend himself.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's like everywhere you go, it's like, oh, sorry, gotta check your UV light. It's like
depends if Muzan gets a dossier first. Goes to remote islands, shores up demon armies.
Right, because it says we get prep time, but he didn't specify if they get any prep time or if they get any prior knowledge for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I think Muzan's a sleeper threat. I don't think he's an end game, but the longer he goes unnoticed, the more of a problem he'll be.
He's like a Dracula threat because he's going to make a bunch of vampires that will be a problem, but if you get rid of him, it gets rid of your vampire problem.
Can the vampires make vampires? Can demons make demons? Or can only Muzan make demons?
Demons make demons because Akaza wanted to make Rengoku a demon, right?
Oh, yeah. True. So, yeah.
Well, certain demons, the higher-ups can do it. Like that, your run-of-the-mill demon, I don't think can do it.
And that does require Muzan's blood to make the better ones.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of vampires, I watched the newest Dracula movie with Christoph Waltz.
Nice. Was it good?
It was very good.
Nice.
Just slide that in there. Watched it Monday. I just saw it on
I didn't know
Amazon
there was a
Prime.
new one.
It's a couple months old.
Nice.
I was like, damn. All right, let's do it.
Cool.
Fuck it. Because I'd known about it. I wanted to watch it. It was good. It was good. Just the standard
Yeah.
Dracula story.
Boilerplate Black Dracula.
What's that name? The popular dudes, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
That story arc where it's like Dracula's love interest is reincarnated. He's trying to get her back. Van Helsing goes to his place and kills him. Though I will say Christoph Waltz is a priest, Van Helsing, but he's never specifically stated to be Van Helsing or not. His name is just priest. Even in the credits, because I looked. And in the cast, because I went to that. Because Prime Video, you can pull up the cast and anyone that's in the scene. And it just says priest. I was like, damn it.
Almost got him.
Just say Van Helsing.
We all know.
Yeah. No, it was good. And I mean, it's Christoph Waltz. Dude's awesome. You know who that is, right?
No.
You do know who he is.
Is it Magneto? That's the face that comes to mind.
No, that's Ian McKellen.
Oh,
He's he's
great.
the German officer in Inglourious Bastards.
First of all, though, I was talking young Magneto.
No, that is... Fuck, I just
that
had his
guy
name.
Is hot.
Yes, I just had his name. That's, fuck. It'll come to me in a minute.
But who in Inglourious Bastards? Because I will know it off of that.
The German soldier.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Yeah. And dude in Django Unchained, too. The older guy in Django Unchained.
Yeah, the wait for the cream guy. Wait for the creme.
Yes. Yeah, that guy. I don't fuck.
The J Hunter.
No, that's Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Sorry. Now I'm trying to think of young Magneto's name. I know his name too.
Oh, he's so hot.
Perfection.
Yes.
I'll know it as soon as you say it.
Michael Fassbender.
Yep, that's it.
So good.
Oh, that was another one. The fucking dude, I've been seeing all sorts of these. And this is honestly the dumbest take I've ever seen ever.
He's also in Inglourious Bastards, by the way.
Yeah, yes, he plays he gives it away because he goes 3
He's
instead
the
of 3.
British one. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes 3 with
I was like,
3
wait a minute,
fingers
that
instead
face.
of the thumb. Yeah. Just this. That's all he needed to do was switch to this instead of this. Magneto's group of mutants that he has.
Yeah.
His like rebel mutants. I get this versus who they said who they're up against. The Clone Wars / Revenge of the Sith Galactic Empire. So every Stormtrooper and every Jedi.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The person...
Not every Jedi. There's no Jedi.
No. Before
The
Order
Empire.
66. No. The Republic.
The Republic.
So, you have...
The worst opponent.
roughly 10,000 Jedi. Give or take.
The Republic didn't even get beaten. It got destroyed from within.
And then a couple million clone troopers, not stormtroopers, clone troopers.
Clone troopers.
Versus 30 mutants, maybe 100.
I have a list of these people.
I don't know. They're not good people because
Magneto's group.
It's not like you got Dark
it's-
Phoenix and
I know
stuff.
Quicksilver's among there, though. Not that fucking matters
Yeah,
all
people.
that much.
Well, because the person that mentioned this, they were so on the Jedi side. They're like, it's a stomp. Because then someone's like, oh, but Magneto could rip down Star Destroyers. And he's like, yeah, but there's like 100,000 of them, and Magneto ain't doing that to all of them. And then they're like, yeah, but the Force is just magnetism, but better. It's just Magneto's powers, but better.
It literally is. Like, don't get me wrong. The fact that like everything's made out of metal doesn't help because Magneto's not shown to have Let me put it this way. The Jedi were shown in the Republic don't match the kind of feats Magneto can pull off with, like, the size of the things that they move with the Force.
True. But the Force...
I very much specify that. This Republic, though.
Yeah. Well, you got to... Because it's like, all right, do we include Sidious? Because at the time, he is part of the Republic.
I mean, he won't resort to that till it's his neck on the line.
The reason I say that is because no Jedi is going to Force choke, but Sidious would 100% just...
Yeah.
What does a mutant do to stop that? Because I don't think Juggernaut's on Magneto's team, is he? Because he would be a problem. But at the same time, you could just Force pick him up. Yeah, the Juggernaut can't be, like, once he gets going, you can't, he's not unstoppable.
I don't see Juggernaut,
Force.
I see Blob.
And then it's like, okay, but...
I'm holding back a really big name, though, right now. Still.
Oh, bring it.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh, shit, it's done. It's over. She wins.
Yeah,
wait, you're telling me in the comics Scarlet Witch?
Original Brotherhood, too. The very original version of Magneto's group in 1964. Magneto, Toad, Mastermind, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch.
That was the team, so 6 bros?
6 bros.
Well, 5 bros and a girl?
And this is still the AI breakdown. Later iterations also include Pyro, Avalanche, Blob, and Rogue, which... Note, I didn't mention them besides, like, Blob, but being able to survive things doesn't mean you win.
Right, and Rogue has to touch people, and
yeah.
You can just Force push her
And I don't
away.
know Avalanche or Pyro. I also don't
Pyro
know
is the dude that can control fire but not make fire.
Oh, God.
He's the dude that walks around with the lighter.
Live-action Avatar movie. God damn.
Yeah.
I want to see
So, but
the article.
What Scarlet Witch is that? Is that, like, pre all of her crazy powers? Or is that just...
I mean, hell if I know, man. The fact that it was 1964 makes me have to believe it was before she was that capable.
At the same time, though, when Doctor Strange was first introduced, he was fucking giga broken. So was she giga broken and then nerfed to what she is? Or was she buffed to what she is? Because was that quote that... people judge what Marvel verse they are on based on what the Scarlet Witch is doing or something like that?
Yeah, she literally changes reality. The rules of how reality work are at her will. So they can base what universe it is by how Scarlet Witch has, like, changed the laws of physics.
The Force no longer works.
Yeah, literally. Like, the Scarlet Witch at her peak is like Scarlet Witch in that, like, Doctor Strange movie, where she can literally just be like, what mouth? And your mouth is gone.
Yeah.
God damn, there's like 80 fucking incarnations of this bullshit.
Of what? The Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Oh.
8th incarnation, founded in the Brotherhood #1.
So that's...
Which has... Oh, that's not Professor X, it's just someone named X. Okay. That's a different story. I was gonna say if Professor X was there, then we're gonna be talking.
I
again.
guess it really comes down to what Brotherhood you're talking about. Because at one point, if you go for the X-Men movies,
I'm in the 11th incarnation.
Well, because
where Juggernaut's here.
Oh yeah, see, because like comic Juggernaut is just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because in the movie,
some thoughts are crazy.
In X-Men 3 or whatever it is, the Dark Phoenix is on their side. Like, no Jedi's taking it. No. Clones aren't doing shit to a Jedi. You know what I mean?
I'm in the 13th incarnation.
Oh, but how about this, though? Because there's so many of the troopers, they can't be all on the planet at the same time. What if they just orbital bombardment the whole planet?
Yeah, they're fucked. They're absolutely fucked. I mean, they also have their own little meteor that they live on. Meteor M, but then you just bombard that.
I feel like that's a lot easier to destroy. Because, yeah, they don't have the Death Star to blow up.
I'm pretty sure their home country eventually is off planet.
Because you don't have the Death Star to blow up the planet in one thing, but if you have 100 Star Destroyers, a single Star Destroyer is fucking massive. And you just, 100 of those things just orbital bombard a planet, you can destroy a planet with those things. I'm sure. It'll take time. But, I mean, I think Scarlet Witch might be able to get around that. But no other mutant is surviving an orbital bombardment from a Star Destroyer. In my defense.
I'm trying to see if she was like this from the start, but that's like a hard answer to get, firstly. But the very first thing it listed in her powers was that her mutant genes give her the power to warp reality.
Yeah. Ain't nobody in Star Wars fucking with that. Looks crazy.
It did seem like she had a modest start. But yeah, eventually it's just ridiculous.
Well, I do think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to say. I was right about Kagurabachi. Based on the last thing we said about Kagurabachi.
Yes.
It's been fire. It's just fights right now, but it's so good.
Yeah.
And I do think the whole thing's going to take a 180, because right now we're getting our asses whooped by this one guy because of was it Den Tetseki?
Don Tenseki.
But as soon as we come back and Rokahira makes the swords, they're going to go back over there and just fucking obliterate these people.
Though if they're this strong, I'm sure it's going to be a fight. Like their top warriors, the ones they showed in that room that went through a ritual similar to the guy we're fighting now. Those guys are going to be a fight. I'm sure the rest of them are probably going to be.
Right, because all we know about it from Kagurabachi outright is that the war went on for, I think, a couple of months or 2 years or something like that. And they said once the Enchanted Blades came in, it was over in, a week or something? It was a drastically small amount of time. I was like, oh. So, but I can't wait to see more.
Same. We'll talk more about the details next time.
Yeah, we only had Kagurabachi for chapter this week.
Yeah, have you caught up in Spy Family?
No,
I did.
I've been so bad. Is it good? Am I missing out?
It is good. The rest of this little arc was fun.
Yes.
And then it was like a little side story chapter with Anya.
Yeah, and I'm still reading that other
Haunted Peak.
Yeah,
I haven't read more of it yet. I just read Spy Family Kagurabachi.
This week's chapter kind of slowed down a little bit, but the first 3 chapters were still good. Just this one was a slower chapter.
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta set up plot, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm still interested. I do need to find something to add.
Hook.
Well, yeah, or just in general, something, because JJK's over, Chainsaw Man's over,
Black Clover's almost over.
Is over. The chapters are out. I've seen people talk about it.
Oh, shit. I haven't seen anyone say anything good.
All I've seen is Asta doesn't end up with somebody.
The sister?
No, neither Noel or some other chick.
Oh, it doesn't even end up with Noel? Damn.
It doesn't end up. He just said nothing.
His love for the sister was true.
Yep. But she denied him. Her love for God was truer. Alright, it's been the Dukes of Weedon.
Dukes of Weedon!
See you next week.
Peace.
Bye.